Welcome back to the channel, folks. Happy Catty Crypto here. So we've had another small update come out of the TFL radius. More Jared just kind of giving us an update, and you can see here that it looks like we are going to be compatible with Interchain, and this was all to do with issues with the BEC32 format. In layman's terms, that is literally just the start of your address where it says Terra. That was the biggest issue, I think, with it. Obviously, I'm oversimplifying it for people. So if there are people who are like, oh, it's well more complex than that, I get it. But we're just trying to simply explain to the community what was the issue. The fact that we are seeming like we're going to be part of Interchain is groundbreaking. This is one of the most bullish things to have happened to LUNC for quite some time now, because like I said in my previous video, the Cosmos is huge, and the aim is for Station, Interchain, and Feather Protocol, which we'll be going over that later on in the year. It really is the next step in turning the Cosmos into this one for all place under one banner using one system. It's really good. And to see that Lunar Classic is on this list, it kind of proves what we were saying in our previous video. And this seems to be exactly what was the secret, or whatever they were saying, so to speak. But they're going to be announcing a bonus chain later on this week. That could be any of the chains that are involved with Cosmos. There's many chains on the map of zones, depending on if you've looked at that. It's basically going to be end goal of Alliance is to have everyone in the Cosmos use Station and everyone be interoperable with one another, making it very easy for you to delegate coins elsewhere and not have to have all of these different kind of wallets and different kind of systems, and really, like I'm saying, getting everything under one banner. This is really good. So 48 hours from now, we will see the initial launch, and the chain integrations will be on a rolling basis. What do we need to do? Well, right now, I don't think there's much we can do. And I honestly believe it's just going to be one big update across the board. We'll probably have a few things that we may need to do in between. You may have to connect your wallet to a completely new system, which is totally normal. Or it could just be easy. Either way, we're going to jump those hurdles as we get to them, and we'll move forward together as we always do. This is good. Don't be scared. This is totally normal. There's so many different blockchains that are involved in this. It's not just a TFL thing. And it just goes to show that ultimately, after all of this stuff that I said about, we should not be following this Rebel Station situation, for the simple fact that it would it would have been a tool utilized against the community, as to which it becomes leverage that can be used against us. And, you haven't paid for this, so we're not giving you that, and this, that, and the other. Following Interchain has always been kind of a dream, because the amount of times I've suggested this over and over and over again. We should be following Interchain. We shouldn't be following these different routes. And people saying to me, no, well, there's a lot that's involved in that. To then see it get to this point, it just kind of, I always sit back and think, it confuses me as to why I'm not listened to more often. Because if, for example, I suggested a developers pool, and we only have limited resources here at HCC, and there's only so much we can do, I have no doubt we'll be seeing something like that in the future, some kind of separate pool to get things separated. But it just seems if we listened a bit sooner, we wouldn't have to waste so much time with all these different things, because this is here, it's ready for us to utilize. And people will say, yeah, it's kind of damage done. And I'll kind of say, well, the damage is done, but we lost $150,000, learned a lesson from it, kind of, and we're no better off. But this is different. This is groundbreaking. This is a step forward, and we can move upwards with all of these other blockchains that are utilizing this technology. It's a game changer, an absolute game changer. What you would like to see come from this is the rebirth of USTC, because the Cosmos needs a stable coin. That much is clear. The whole system benefits better from having a stable inside the system, for the simple fact that people don't need to take liquidity off chain. It can stay on chain, and that's the whole point behind having this algorithmic stable coin. It's needed, it's wanted, and I'm sure there's some kind of big plan behind all of this to eventually get to that point. Does that mean, USTC is going to shoot up all of a sudden? Well, no and yes, because it can just move with the current flow of things like everything else does. But I think there's a long path to a road of redemption for USTC. But if the right minds get behind it and it gets the correct backing, it probably could be reborn on the basis that it's needed. And if not USTC being reborn, a new algo stablecoin or something similar, this AFT system, which is a little bit strange and it's pretty much a stable coin without calling it a stable coin, which is stupid. But it's all wording, isn't it? Where this goes in the next few days, I think this is going to be a really, really good situation for the community as this pans out and we move into it and people realize how much more they can do with a wallet. You're all going to be using a system which is familiar to you. It's just going to have new bells and whistles for you to mess around with, test, play, and do all of these different kind of things. And it's really important that the second it does go live, to kind of understand the new system. Don't make any quick draft movements. Go over things, read the white paper on it and all the different things that are available, and just try to keep up to date with someone like Jared on TFL for direct updates, because this is where you're going to get the most direct information coming out for Interchain and Station in the future. So my one question now is Terra Station Legacy completely obsolete? Is that something that now is going to become non-existent? And I don't think this has been addressed in this. Hopefully we get an update on that. I don't think we need to worry about it too much, but it would be nice for them to say, we're not going to divert you between two platforms. We're just going to offer you Station, and that be that. We'll find out in the coming days. Looking forward to the next 48 hours passing by and us making this transition that we've spoken about for quite some time here on HCC. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know what you think about everything in the comments. You don't need to move any coins. You don't need to undelegate anything. Just stay safe. Beware of scammers. There's going to be lots of them when updates like this start rolling out. You're going to see funny links. Make sure all your links you're clicking are official. You've got official apps, and everything you're doing, double, triple check it. If you're unsure, join the Telegram group, ask people, and I'm pretty sure they'll be able to help advise you as to it being a scam or anything like that. Guys, don't forget to drop a subscription, a little like on the way out, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Our revenge is made possible by listeners like you. By listeners like you. Our revenge is made possible by listeners like you.